Hi everyone! Welcome back to the Velvet Lounge Life. We are continuing with our cruising series. I said I was going to try to go into all aspects because there have been a lot of questions on this cruise, in particular, especially before we embarked upon it. An embarkation is when you are basically on your way, you're on the ship. And so, one of the big ones, which I was honestly kind of surprised about, and hey, every question is a great question. That's why people ask them. And also, it's good for people like me who might assume that everyone knows what you think they should know, which is not true just because you know it. But in this case, lots of questions about what should I bring? What should I not bring? I'm going to concentrate more so on what I think you should bring or what I bring to make my experience like as high level VIP comfortable comfort is huge as possible. I'm even going to tell you in a future video what you should, or share with you what you should bring as far as like your own little medicine cabinet, I guess I'll call it. But we call it the medicine bag. And so in this case, we're looking at toiletries today. Obviously, everyone has their own brands that they like. They might have more that they want to bring, less that they want to bring. You have to be very careful that you do not overdo it because it will cost you. Either with the TSA throwing your stuff directly into the rubbish bin and you have no say. Do not stand there and argue or try to negotiate with them. They just become angrier and they may throw more of your stuff away and or, which is the worst part, put you under a lot more scrutiny, which they should if you're acting suspicious and weird, especially about them throwing away, let's just say, your Listerine or your little bottle of lotion or that giant bottle of conditioner that's way over the number of ounces you are allowed to pack and bring on an airplane. So you just want to nod and smile to them. They're not going to nod and smile back to you in most cases. Some do. It's really, I mean, they're really serious about their jobs because they have an important job of keeping all of us safe. So I'm just going to show you the things that I bring as far as toiletries and smell goods and oils or lotions that keep me comfortable. And honestly, these are everything you see here is exactly what I use at home daily, except for like I may not spray on a scent daily, but this is pretty much daily. Minus also, I don't wear makeup every single day. But I like these collagen infused, and none of this is sponsored by anyone. But if anyone would like to have a sponsored video where I can like review your product, let me know. I'll do it. I'll review it hard. But I like these collagen infused makeup removers. There's 30 of them in a package. Whenever I travel, I always grab one of my unopened packages because that way I know nothing, like the liquid that's inside will not leak out. These are just facial wipes, but obviously there's a liquid. That's what keeps them moist. And also, I know how many are in the package, so I know how many I have for my trip to ensure that I don't run short. And I use this facial cleanser like probably once or twice a week by Hygiene. It's a Japanese brand. I love this stuff. You don't want to overdo it with it though. It's a turmeric infused brightener and facial cleaner. Like I said, I only use that once or twice a week. It, like, for example, if I find that I'm wearing makeup multiple times within a week, then I will use this twice a week. If I'm barely wearing makeup that week, I might only use it once a week. If it's summer, maybe twice a week because it's hot, it's sticky, it may be humid outside, etc. So, it's just but this is a good size because it is under the 3.4 ounces. Look, barely, because it's 3.38 ounces. You are not allowed to bring any liquid that is above 3.4 ounces. Everything has to be that size or smaller, or it goes directly into their rubbish bin. I will show you one that I somehow got away with and why. And here I like to bring my own bar of soap, and I love the Neutrogena French milled soap. You can order this stuff in bulk, which is what we do, but also some of the hotels have it. So grab an extra bar or two if you stay at a hotel that like has this soap, or ask the staff and they will gladly give you 4 or 5 bars, and it doesn't cost anything because you're a guest. For my hair treatment, I bring some coconut oil, hair conditioner, and bring whatever hair dressing or conditioner you desire. Even if you are Caucasian, your hair can get dry, especially out at sea, because salt water. Nobody seems to think about that, but you'll see a lot of frizzy headed people or flyaway haired people. Then you'll see those that hook it up and know how to keep it tight. A hack that I have for toothpaste is to bring the tube that you have in your house that is the most like close, not empty, because there's a lot of toothpaste still in here, but that's not full. Do not bring a giant tube of toothpaste that is over the size limit, because once again, you may find yourself brushing with just Listerine or water, unless you can find some on the ship. I don't even know if they have like a convenience store, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid type situation on the ship. I would not be surprised if they did, but you don't know. So just, bring, what you need. Do not bring a lot more than what you need. And this is more than enough to last a week. Dental floss goes without saying. You cannot bring giant bottles of mouthwash or what is that other stuff? Anti-cavity rinses, etc. So go to your local Walgreens, for example, and go to they usually have like a travel section that has like miniature sizes of these things, and you will always find Listerine there. So we always have in our house like 3 or 4 like these small bottles. And what we do is before we go on a trip, we take our gigantic bottle, which must be half a gallon or something, and we pour, we top these off. We just fill them up. The thing is, with these, you do want to put them in like a smaller Ziploc bag, because once the seal is taken off, sometimes when this bottle is squished, it might leak a little bit. Also, I like having like something just to make me feel like refreshed, and also it acts as a toner. And so I have my Mario B, as I like to call it. And so you can, bring even witch hazel is a good one, and I do use witch hazel as well. So, but in this case, I decided just to bring this and not to bring the witch hazel. This has a really pleasant, very light scent. And plus, you're out here on the ocean, and you're going to be, maybe if you're going to tropical islands, hot places, super cold places, it can wear and tear on your skin. So adding a little bit of aloe and herbs and rose water is a good thing. And I like e.l.f. For, some of my makeup stuff. So here I have the poreless face primer. And also and the good thing about this is it helps like block oils and dirt from getting into your pores. And also if someone has larger pores, it helps to sort of like smooth over them. I don't have large pores, but I do like keeping my little pores clean. And then this is another misting, like dewy type thing, but it says it's a setting mist. I don't spray anything over the makeup I use. My makeup is not that serious. It really isn't. And I am no pro by any means whatsoever. And this one, I actually will spray, like wash my face, spray my Mario on there. Then I'll spray some of this dewy coconut setting mist because it does add a little bit of hydration. Let that dry, then I'll put my e.l.f. on, then I'll put my makeup on. That's my whole facial routine right there. And here we have some vitamin E oil. As you can see, it says right in the center, prevents dryness. But the other good thing about bringing an oil with you, or quality or decent oil anyway, is because it does more than just hydrates your skin. You can use it on your hair as well, so that once again, if you're out on the ocean and all of the salt water is flying around, even on a beautiful day, it's going to be misty because the ship is making waves, it's blowing up water. It's a good idea, I believe, to have a decent oil that you could put on your skin, and a tiny bit goes a long way, which is why these little bottles are perfect for traveling on a cruise. And this little vial this is just another option for bringing your favorite scents with you. This is a perfume scent sample, and you can, pick these up wherever you pick up your favorite scents. You can even buy them. And this is Pacifica. And I think we have like 3 or 4 of these at home. So I just selected one to bring with me to technically just finish it. And then I realized, which I didn't even know, that this little top comes off. So you can actually save that and refill it with other scents. And that's a really good one just to tuck into your purse or your bag or your pocket if you're a dude and you want to freshen up. And, have a spritz here and there if you want to. Or use it, when you get dressed and spritz away. But this is not enough to last like a week if you're using it every day. This is just like a quick, I want to have a fresh scent. And then in this bottle, which has no label, that is Vanilla Feels by Mariah Carey, I believe. And I simply unscrewed the lid off of my larger body spray and poured it into this. This is actually a travel bottle. And you just want to make sure you put the top back on tight enough, and it also has a protective cap on it. All of these have their protective caps on it so you don't get an accidental spray. And versus bringing a giant bottle that they are going to throw directly into the rubbish because it's over the size limit, you can bring a smaller size. And this, I'm going to say, is probably 1.5 ounces. It's not a giant bottle. Here we have one of my favorite vintage scents, Taboo. And I know what they say about Taboo. I love Taboo. I've always loved Taboo. And apparently the dudes like Taboo. So ladies, just saying, and a little bit goes a long way. This one is the maximum size. As you can tell, it's the largest bottle, 3.4 ounces. This Mario, this was the one I was going to go back over. You can see it says 4 ounces on it, but if I lift the bottle, you can see that it is more like 25, maybe 33% empty. I think that's how I was able to get away with that one. I was pretty sure it would be confiscated, but because it's 33% empty, I am pretty sure that's why I was able to get this through. And all of this I carry in my luggage that I bring on the air, my carry-on luggage, which is actually just like this little case that I'll show you guys maybe in this video. So that's what I have. And I have my Burt's Bees, which is a balm. And this is, just used as an oil or a salve, sort of the same way you would use a lotion. It is very, I would even use the word oily, greasy. So I only use it on my tattoo. I haven't even told you guys that I ended up getting a tattoo, which my skin is dry right now from my shower, but I got this tattoo maybe 5-6 months ago. It had nothing to do with the cruise, just to make you aware. But this is, versus bringing another big thing, it's a little thing, and it's probably the size of I'm going to say a Kennedy $50. So obviously way under the weight limit. And so those are my hacks and gacks and what I believe you can bring for toiletries. Everything, that's why you see the Ziploc here, has to go in a quart size Ziploc. Notice how I exaggerated when I said that. I actually have a gallon size Ziploc there because a couple of these do not, first of all, need to go in a Ziploc, but everything that is a liquid must go in a Ziploc. If it's not in a Ziploc bag, they will throw all of your items away, potentially. I have been through TSA with some items that were not in a Ziploc and had zero issues. They were all under the weight. But I mean, it also protects the rest of your luggage. So as a matter of fact, I have in my suitcase an extra Ziploc where I will put all of this in this Ziploc and then put it in another just in case. And you can even bring another Ziploc bag just in case you get a hole or something in your original ones that you're using. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. And like I said, we're busting all the myths about cruises. I know that when folks watch other people's videos, they are so incomplete. I'm going to complete every gap for you. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments section. And also, if you have no question, that's totally fine. Just, first of all, if you have any other tips and tricks of your own, please share them. We're all trying to learn here so that we can travel as easily as possible and with the fewest number of issues possible. Plus, we want to just enjoy ourselves. So you're going to be traveling for, let's just say, I always think if you're traveling for 5 days or more, it's, even whether it be for work or for convenience or for pleasure, or maybe all of the above, you want to just make sure that you're not caught in arrears. So, like I said, if you have any tips or tricks, please leave them below. I would like to learn something new as well. And if you have nothing and you're like, this was the greatest video ever, then please just leave an emoji. That would be great because it helps us with this channel. And also click that hype button, which is near the thumbs up, thumbs down. And if you don't like the video, a thumbs down is fine. A thumbs up is, of course, always better. And take care of yourselves, enjoy your lives, and be safe out there.